if you spend all your time waiting for the perfect circumstances, you're never gonna get anything done. Sometimes you just have to do stuff. Look at this fantastic bridge. It's another really nice day. It's like 3 days until Halloween, 2 days until Halloween, and it's gorgeous. It's gonna be almost 80 degrees. So I thought I would take another scenic ride through Kentucky. I'm gonna go check out Berea, Kentucky, which when I told people I was moving here, a bunch of different people were like, oh, you need to go to Berea. It's real arty down there. So I don't really know anything about it. I know there's a lot of little galleries and shops and things. I know there's a little bit of nature. So yeah, let's go for a ride. I'm afraid I have too many clothes on today, but I really hate being cold, so I can always take stuff off. Made it to Berea. I just kind of followed the signs for the little downtown area. It is Tuesday afternoon, so there's not a lot going on. It looks like stuff is open. So yeah, I had kind of a miserable ride. It was windy. It was really windy. I think I would rather ride in like the dumping rain than in the wind, honestly. But that's all right. So let's go put her around. So that was cute. It was a cute spot. I bought a little friend. I'll show him to you where we're gonna go next. I would like to try to draw something today. So we're gonna go try to find a cute little park to draw stuff in. So yeah. Just a quick jaunt through town. Saw another KLR, which I don't know, it's like seeing someone with the same shirt as you. It might be cooler than that, actually. It's really warm out, so I'm not gonna try to get too serious here, but I think there should be something cute for me to just walk around the corner and draw here, so. Look at this fantastic bridge. I thought I was being smart today, and I brought a tripod with me so that I could actually film myself drawing in nature, but my tripod did not survive the motorcycle ride. It like rattled apart in the bags. And I didn't notice until I hiked all the way out here with it. So now I just have this like weight in my bag that I can't use. So that's cool. I really like the look of these trees. like these roots with the bank all eaten out from underneath it. It's really dramatic. It's cool. Ah, this log is nice. Is this just for me to sit on? Could be. So I found this fantastic log to sit on. Got this idyllic little creek scene behind me. I mean, we're basically downtown, but downtown Berea. We're a few minutes from downtown, I guess. And there's still this like beautiful forest. Kentucky's pretty good at that. Like downtown Lexington has that arboretum. And then you're in the city one second and then you're just in the woods the next. That's pretty cool. That's one thing I appreciate about it here. I think we'll draw this little creek scene looking down this way. Here's my broken tripod. The vibration from the motorcycle, there's shook out there's a little slide thing here so it hangs onto my phone. And I assume that's just in my saddlebag in my motorcycle. So yeah, just a little hunk of something to bring with me for no reason. I also bought this little friend when I was shopping. I couldn't resist. Look how cute he is. I feel like possums are having kind of a moment right now, but like I picked him up and carried him all around the store and then realized that like if I was gonna touch him so much, he probably needed to come home with me. So yeah, I just had to. Who's gonna help me draw right now? I've also got these Econoline brush pen markers. They're really saturated ones. I don't know, they're a little too bright for this, but well. The sun's in my eyes. I kind of knew that was gonna happen. And I was like, oh, that's fine. But it's actually super annoying, if you can believe it. This pen set has such an odd mix of colors because I feel like for as saturated as everything is, there should be like a nice bright red, and there really isn't. I also wish I had like this is the darkest brown that I have before black. And yeah, kind of wish I had some in between. This feels a little aggressive, but because it's what I have, I think I'm just gonna go for black. think I need a darker color to push these shapes back. That's kind of the color I have in my toolbox today. Also, it might feel obvious to just put in a nice blue river there, but that's really not what color rivers are. There's like a little bit kind of in this area and in here. So maybe what we'll do is give a little a little sparkle of blue where it's reflecting the sky. But there's really not a lot of that going on. We are getting some kind of pops of sky through the trees, and this blue is way too saturated, but these pens that I have are absolutely the wrong tool for this job, but I don't think that matters very much. I just wanted to get a sketch done, and I wanted tools that I could carry pretty easily into where I was going. I didn't want to set up paints. And these markers fit the bill. They're what I had. I didn't have to buy anything. And sometimes when you're drawing and painting, it's good to have to work within limitations. It forces you to make different choices than you might make if the circumstances were perfect. And I think it's good for you to practice that sometimes. I think it's good for you to practice making do. I love drawing with ballpoint pens for the same reason. Every mark, once those marks are on the page, they're on the page and they're not going anywhere. You can't really do anything about them. So you either have to learn to work with it or you have to learn to not make mistakes. If you're an artist and you're trying to make something and you're hung up on waiting until you have all the best supplies or saving up for the perfect paint or whatever, I encourage you to try to let go of that and just make art. It doesn't have to be good. You don't have to show it to anyone. Done is better than perfect. If you spend all your time waiting for the perfect circumstances, you're never gonna get anything done. Sometimes you just have to do stuff. Also, being in nature is theoretically great, but I'm all mosquito bit up now because mosquitoes think I'm delicious. And I knew I was taking a chance sitting down by this pretty stagnant creek. So it's really not as bad as it could have been, but the mosquitoes can't bite me on my motorcycle, so let's get back to that. It's about 5 o'clock. Got a couple hours of daylight. The wind stopped blowing, so hopefully we'll have a nicer ride into Lexington than I did coming out of Lexington, because I didn't enjoy that very much. God, I was just filming and talking, and this snake scared the shit out of me. I like snakes. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to scare you. He's getting warm in the sun over there. He's a big boy. Sorry, friend. That snake scared the shit out of me. I like snakes. I'm not afraid of snakes, but there's just something, I think, really primal about seeing something wiggling on the ground, and the monkey brain does not like it. So I turned off the camera right before I made a really dumb girly noise, so that's good at least. Man, Kentucky sure is pretty. Oh, there's a little groundhog. Hey, buddy. So the fastest way to get back to Lexington is to take 75 here across the Kentucky River. But my little KLR doesn't love going on the freeway like that. It'll do 65, 70, but it won't be happy about it. It's just not the right tool for the job. So, there's this little road. I mean, you can't quite see it from here, but behind this bridge, there's a little one-lane bridge, and that's what we're gonna take instead. I did it the other day, and it actually scared the hell out of me for some reason. It felt extremely sketchy, but if I did it once, I can do it again. I'm sure it'll be okay. Wait for traffic. Now it's my turn. One of those like grade bridges where it's just a metal grate, and if you look straight down, you see all the way to the river, which is really scary, and it's really slippery. I'm sure I'm gonna be fine, but it's just like, oh, it's so gnarly. Not really a good place to pull over and show you the bridge, so I can't. Maybe I can Google it when I get home and like put it here. Traffic's really bad. Back into Lexington. Man, I sat in so much traffic the last, I don't know, 2 miles of the ride. The two from my house. It was just, I think there's a basketball game at UK going on or something, but it was a shit show. So that was pretty bad timing. Honestly, I had a real nice day including that. Like, it is what it is. I still am unclear if I can lane split in Kentucky. Like, it's not, I lived in California for a long time where lane splitting is, or lane filtering is like explicitly allowed. And I lived in New York for a long time where lane splitting is expressly forbidden, and it's not really mentioned in the Kentucky motorcycle handbook laws. So, but I never see anybody doing it. So I don't want to like catch drivers off guard, you know? I'm more worried about like people in cars being like, you can't do that, and trying to door me than, so I don't know. But I also worry about getting rear-ended in traffic, which is not that big a deal in a car, but it's kind of a big deal on a motorcycle. So I don't know. If you ride a motorcycle in Kentucky, let me know. Should I be lane splitting? I want to be, because I want to get there. Looks like my art supplies weren't quite the right tool for the job. My motorcycle is not quite the right tool for any job, but it's a good generalist. Keeps me on the back roads. I would have never taken that cool ridge if I had a Tiger 1000 or a GS. Or the back road situation today was less beautiful than usual, so you actually didn't miss much that I couldn't film. But yeah, give me a like and a subscription. Maybe I'll buy a GoPro. I'd really like to buy a GoPro, but I need a little income first. So you can like and subscribe. You can get a tattoo from me. I love doing tattoos. That's my that's my main jam, but I just need a little bit more income before I buy more cameras. Thanks for coming with me. I'll see you next week. My gas light's on. I made it home, but my gas light's on. But that's gonna be a problem for tomorrow me when I'm 5 minutes late to work. But fuck that guy. These are all the little parts that back themselves out of my tripod, just from rattling around in the saddlebag in my bike. That's why you use Loctite on bolts on motorcycles, I guess. But at least they're all contained, so I can put it all back together.